So, hello Eski. As you know, I work for the International Federation of ACAT, so which is Action by Christian for the Abolition of Torture, an international NGO that fights for the abolition of torture and the death penalty in over 30 countries worldwide. So we've been here today at the Council of Europe together because we're organizing this side event about the situation of unaccompanied minors in Europe, and which is taking place within the frame of the Shadow Game Transmedia project, of which you're one of the main face. So maybe we can go back on some of the issues that were addressed during this side event. So I would like maybe for you to testify about how did you travel through Europe and what was your experience in terms of crossing borders, and did you have to overcome any obstacles and especially some pushbacks and maybe some violence?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it was very difficult when I started from my country to come to Europe to find protection. I was 15 years old when I fled my country because of war and because of the Taliban. So I was trying to come to Europe, and yeah, my family decided that I will go to Europe and you will be safe there, but it was really far from the safe. It was not safe. So I start from Afghanistan to coming to Europe. It takes like almost 2 years, and on each border, the border guards, they did violence with us, they torture us, and they were just pushing us back to the previous country from which we had passed. So yeah, I was deported back once. I was pushed back by to Iran by Turkish police, and then I was thinking that okay, then I make it to Turkey, and I was thinking okay, it's Europe, so it will be easy for me to enter to the Greece, but it was even more difficult. I tried 5 times, and they pushed me back to Turkey, but then on sixth time I paid more money to the smuggler, and then I was succeed. Yeah, and then I was in Greece, and I was thinking to do asylum here because that was in a European Union country, but I was wrong. That was yeah, that was European country, but it was not safe. And me and my friends, minors, we were sleeping outside of the camp, outside of the center, and there was nothing. There was no asylum procedure system or something. So nobody cares if you go to police and they tell you like we cannot give you asylum. So yeah, and then I think that okay, I will try to go to Croatia. That was European Union. So then I left Greece and I went to North Macedonia, and after North Macedonia I was pushed back to Greece once by North Macedonia. Then I did, and then I was succeed. So then from North Macedonia I went to Serbia, and from Serbia with a small boat and with many people we crossed the river and we entered to Bosnia. Yeah, and then I went to Bihać, to the border between Croatia and Bosnia, and yeah, I was thinking that we will try now. It's the European Union, so I will just enter, and they will, because I was 15 years old, and I was thinking they will give me stay and they will give me legal asylum system. But I was wrong once again, and I tried 5 times walking on the mountains for 6 and 7 days. Once I walked in Croatia, I crossed minefields, mountains, rivers, and forest and jungles, like 11 days. But when they caged me, and I asked them like, I'm 15 years old, please give me stay. I would like to do asylum in Croatia because it's European Union country, but they didn't give me stay. Instead they beat me, and they pushed me back to the Bosnia. So then I give up, and then I come back to Serbia from Bosnia, and then I tried another way to go to Romania, and then yeah. Then I tried container game from Romania, and I was inside the container for 2 days, and without drinking, without eating, without going to toilet. So it was really hard. It's not easy. Yeah.
God, it is very a powerful testimony that you're giving. And I think after all you've been through, it actually didn't stop there, because when you managed to get to your country of destination, which is Belgium, the troubles didn't end there, and you had to face many more obstacles. Maybe you want to testify about that, and maybe about the difficulty related to your age assessment.
Yeah. In beginning in 2021 when I arrived to Belgium, so I did asylum in Brussels, and then I went to like when I was doing asylum, so I told them like I'm 16 years old. At that time I was like just going to be 17, but at that time I was 16. But they didn't trust me. I showed them my passport picture and everything. Like, no, you are not 16, and they give me a doubt paper. And they told me like we will do your age test, and after we will see if you are minor or if you are not. So I went to the transit center, and it was really hard for me that I have been on my way from 2 years. When I was 15 I started, and I was almost going to be 17, and they said that we don't trust you. It was really difficult, and then it takes like only for me, but for the other boys, they did the age test and they were 16, and in age test they were 20, 25, so it doesn't mean, so it was until 27 years old. Yeah, so then I wait like 4 months, around 5 months waiting in that center without going to school, just wasting of time, just thinking I was having stress, traumas and psychological problem. But nobody helps me, and nothing happened, and I was waiting for my passport to get it from Afghanistan at this situation to Belgium. It takes 5 months, and yeah, after that then I was having official papers that I am minor, like my passport, and then I was supposed to be minor after 5 months, but they will waste my 5 months without going to school. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can really see from your testimony the difference in Max between being recognized as a minor and being an adult according to the law. And the difference is so little in time, but then it makes such a big difference in how you are then welcomed in the country where you arrive. Yeah. So what's happening with you now? And you've just turned 18, so you have been able, once identified as a minor, to go to school. But now that you have turned 18, what's coming up for you?
Yeah, so now at the moment, just 2 months before I got residency to stay in Belgium, so I got papers, and now I'm a citizen of Belgium. Yeah, it's still difficult for me. There's nobody, if you turn 18, there is nobody to help you. Everything, for example, now I'm watching for my apartment, I have to do it by myself. I tried many times, like I watched the apartments, searched the apartments, and I talked with them, and they were like scamming me, and some of them, they were telling me, give me money by Airbnb, and some were telling, give me money by Bitcoin, some other online things, and I don't know about that, and there is nobody to help you. So it's still really difficult if you are 18 plus. There is, I can say that nothing, nobody helps you, so you have to help yourself. And yeah, it's difficult if you come to a new country, for example, you don't know the people much. In 1 year, you don't know like how everything works, like about house, about apartments. So I don't have any idea, but there is nobody to help.
In any case, you're very brave, and I think you've become a true ambassador of the cause of unaccompanied minors. You can be really proud of yourself. But as such, maybe you would like to conclude by maybe giving a call out. Which are the recommendations you would like to address to Europe member states?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say this, the violence that they are doing with the children on the European borders, it's really worst thing, I think, and it's not only for the minors and for the children. Even it's very bad and shameful for the adults, like the border guards. They are doing violence with these migrants and these refugees. They fled their country because of war, because of other problems, and they want to come to just save their lives and just to protect themselves. But when they are coming, they are facing these difficulties, pushbacks, violence, and many other things. Yeah, I would like to tell them, like, yeah, they have the power, they are the European states, and they should take good decision about all the humans, and they should protect all the humans, and especially the children like me, who still, I can say, like, the children are stuck on the European borders, and nobody helps them. Why? So it's the main thing. I hope they will work on it, and they will do something.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you will be heard, and we'll be here to support you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. I hope.